You said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete to the right. On the move at the 30. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Rides to back and leaves it. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Great job in coverage by the defense. He just had nowhere to go with the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got it. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Johnson. Turning it on! And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense got it, they're on the run.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Back to pass on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll start this drive going to the air. Took a shot as he threw.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Quarterback making checks. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Running through contact. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. Makes a man miss. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll try the outside to the left. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the tight end. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The offense changing the play. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give is to Smith. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Now the play fake. Under fire. Fires downfield. Complete to the right.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
Well, the ball carrier there was just hoping his speed was going to get him to the outside to turn the corner, but nothing working. Defense forces him out of bounds for a loss.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love that.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the running back has it. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting him on the ground.
Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You've got got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Missouri just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to victory. And that's really the standard there in Columbia. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting a sack.
He's past the 30. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Nittany Lions come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the stake. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Wilson will throw. He uncorks one deep. He's got it at the 15. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The corners are walked up tight. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Extending the play. He'll throw it. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. The official says no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of...
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Arkansas. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Great job by the defense. The ball's thrown, the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Slips through the line. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And he puts through the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Wilson to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Pulls it in. It's Ramsauer. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. Just keep slinging it. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds a little space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is
a hell of a scrum.
Freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A great catch and run for 6. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the left. Running to Green. He has the first and still on his feet. He's loose down the left side. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Carter. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He might want another play. The handoff to Johnson. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Gives it on the option. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll... break to check him out. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
He's going to run it, and that defense is there to guide. Out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Might be calling a hot route. They'll give it to Johnson. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Jackson gonna throw it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds a man on the left. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Bringing the heat. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's Alford. Using the quick game. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Wake Forest is comfortably ahead on the scoreboard right now. Frankly, the kind of lead we're used to seeing on the basketball court with the Deeks. They're up 14 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Turbin. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Great job by the running back there with the vision and patience. He sees the hole, puts his foot in the ground. He's able to get north up the field with a great burst and get the first down.
And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
The handoff to Johnson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
You